Okay, so skill number one that we wanted to take care of today was translating these. Okay, we've already kind of seen that an exponential and a logarithm are saying the same thing just in a different language. So if we have two different languages, it makes sense to be able to translate and write each one in terms of the other in a different language. So here's what I want to do. The first little piece of this is we know that 2 to the third power equals 8. That's true. I want to be able to write that exponential in logarithmic form. I repeat, to help us start this, in logarithmic form. If I'm going to write something in logarithmic form, I'm going to start by writing the word log. Or it has to be the word log in there if it's logarithmic form. Next, we're going to do what I call around the world. Okay, to do around the world, we need to know what the base is. And that's why we have in this exponential 2 to the third equals 8, we call 2 the base. Well, it's the exact same base over here when we write it as a logarithm. So I'm going to write, first thing I'm going to write is log. We already talked about that. All logs need to have a base. Whatever the base is in the exponential, it's the base in the logarithm. And then we go around the world. So log base 2 of 8 is 3. And we go around our circle. Again, log base 2 of 8 is 3. And that's exactly what this says. Log base 2 of 8 equals 3. Okay. Try each of these examples. Hit pause if you need to, and then we'll check on the answers. Write each of these in logarithmic form. Okay, we're back. You hit pause, or I'm going to assume you did. All of them need the word log, and then whatever the base is in the exponential, that's the base in the logarithm. So this one would read log base 4 of 16 is 2. This one would be log base 2 of 1/4 is negative 2. Log base 3 of 81 is x. And something I want you to notice here. If I ever asked you to solve this equation, like we solve equations in Algebra 2 a bunch and in Trig a bunch, we get x by itself, we would have no way of getting that down. I could never solve for x without a logarithm. How can I bring x down and solve for it? I can't divide by 3. That's not multiplication. Okay, so we needed this new type of operation, to solve for x. And look what happens when I write it as a logarithm. Hey, I solved for x. I got x by itself. This is a way to help us solve exponentials as well. Logarithms are, and that's what we're going to use them. Okay. Next, if I'm translating one direction, it makes sense I'm going to have to translate in the other. So here is a logarithm, and I want to be able to write it in exponential form. Okay? It's the same thing as before. We have a base, we have a power, and we have what it's equal to. And we're going around the world. Whatever the base is here, that's the base in exponential form. This would read 2 to the 4th power equals 16. We're just doing that little around the world thing, and that's it. Base to some power equals 16. Done. 2 to the 4th power equals 16. Again, here are 3 examples. Write these in exponential form, and then come back and check and see if you did them right. I'm sure you did. 8 squared, 64. 1/4 squared, 1/16. 3 to the negative 2nd power equals 1/9. We are translating back and forth between logarithms and exponentials. And this one little skill can help us a lot. We can do a lot of our solving just by knowing this one little skill. Moving on.